Ladies and gentlemen, the American public is getting ripped off in so many different ways, it's sickening. And the food industry is attributing to at least 70% of the raping of American people for their monies. If you'll notice, the price of this cheese, just above the 2, is $23.99 or $24 per pound. And I say that they are holding us hostage at gunpoint because they are raping us so many different ways. And one of the ways that they are raping us is I'm going to take the end of this cheese off of here and show you how much actual wax is on the cheese itself. And I'm going to do that by showing you a piece that I cut off previously, which is this piece here. Now this piece that is hanging on this little scale weighs 1.5 ounces, but this piece or end cap of wax is 2 weeks old, and it's been drying in the refrigerator and not in a piece of plastic. So what you have here is just under 2 ounces of cheese on these two pieces, and that goes into the cost of a pound of cheese. So what you're paying for is 2 ounces of wax at $1.50 per ounce, roughly. So if you're paying $1.50 per ounce for 2 ounces of cheese, you're paying $3 for wax only. And this is the wax. And this makes up about the end cap of the cheese. Now I'm going to take this gun that they're using to rob the American people off of here. I'm going to take my little doodads out of there, and I'm going to cut this piece of cheese so that you can see what I'm talking about. And this particular piece of cheese is ILVILAGGio. It isn't even the best cheese in America. And I'm telling you that they're raping us, because the best cheese, or Italian grating cheese in America, or in the world for that matter, is called Locatelli grating cheese. And they dip their wheel, because a big piece of cheese is called a wheel, they dip their wheel into the thinnest wax bases, which isn't much thicker than this piece of plastic I'm holding in my hand. It's probably the thickness of 3 sheets of paper. And when they do that, that seals the wheel completely for the life of the cheese, which could be a year in storage, or 2 years, or was 2 months. But now this is the end of the cheese that I was talking about. This piece of cheese, and where it gets very dark along this edge, that's all wax. That's not the end of the cheese forming into a a different or tighter packing. That's wax. And this is the end of the cheese, which is also wax. And this cheese, if you put the end of the other cheese on here, wouldn't even be equal to the original 2 little pieces that I have here. It would be even less. So you might be paying for 2.5 ounces of wax on this one piece of cheese, which comes out to $3.75 for wax only. And I'll show you how thick the wax is with this pencil. The pencil is 3/8 of an inch. It's a Black Warrior, standard Black Warrior pencil. It's 3/8 of an inch. It's 3/8 of an inch. It's 3/8 of an inch, and it's 3/8 of an inch. So you could be paying for 2.5 ounces of wax only, which comes out to $3.75 a pound, which actually raises the price of the cheese up to about $26 a pound, or very close to that. And that is how the American people are being raped at gunpoint by the American cheese industry and the U.S. mafia, which allows these practices to take place in the name of whatever they use the name of. Who knows what name they're using? They're just raping the American people. And this is Michael Fazio from Key Largo bringing you another outrageous soaring food price video, which is just getting sickening because no one could afford anything anymore. And God day to everybody.